Welcome back to another episode of the Ezekiel Danok I podcast in April. I am your host, Ezekiel Danok. Today, we are exploring a topic that holds the key to unlocking emotional freedom and inner peace: the power of forgiveness, releasing the past. Let me ask you this: is something or someone from your past still holding space in your heart, weighing you down with anger, hurt, or resentment? It's a betrayal? Is it a harsh word or even mistake you made? Today, we are exploring how forgiveness isn't about excusing the wrong, it is about setting yourself free. So, whether you're driving, walking, or just relaxing at home, probably with a cup of coffee or tea, or with your regular snacks, get ready to release the weight of the past and step into a lighter, freer version of yourself. Looking at the first segment in today's episode, understanding forgiveness. Let's start by clearing up a common misconception. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened. It's not saying that the hurt didn't matter or that it's okay. Forgiveness is about choosing to let go of the grip that pain has on your life. It's about freeing yourself from the prison of anger and bitterness. Here's something powerful to remember: holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. But the only person being hurt is you. So, the first step to forgiveness, you may ask or think of, recognizing that it's for your benefit, not theirs. This is something that you have to really get yourself focused on. It's about you. It's not about the other person that have offended you. It is about you, the victim of such offense. And this takes us to the second segment where we look at the emotional weight of the past, how this resentment, this pain we carry hurt us daily. Think about carrying a heavy backpack all day. I used to make a common illustration with a stone, wherever you walk, you pick a stone and put it in your pocket, and you can imagine every time you bend to pick a stone, you put in your pocket. The rest, your guess is as good as mine. But in this illustration I'm trying to give is taking a backpack all day, every day. At first, you might manage, but over time, that weight starts to affect everything: your posture, mood, even your ability to move freely. That's what holding onto the past hurts does to your spirit. Forgiveness is like setting down that heavy backpack, those stones you have picked. It doesn't mean the journey wasn't difficult or the process was easy, but it allows you to move forward without being burdened by the past when you have a helping hand in laying down that burden. Take a moment to reflect. What's weighing you down? Who or what do you need to release to reclaim your peace. These are exercises I do every moment of my life when I find myself feeling hot. I go inward and search, reflect, and come up with a thought. And sometimes when we talk about forgiveness, it's not just about yourself, but the other thing is, which I would like to look in the next segment, is forgiving others also at the same time. In as much as you try to look inward, where have I or have someone hurt me? Forgiving others can be one of the hardest things to do, especially when the heart runs deep. But here's the truth, bomb. Forgiveness is more about you than it is about them, your offenders, your victims, in the other side of the story. When you hold on to anger, you give that person power over your emotions. But when you forgive, you take that power back. You get it back because you are releasing yourself. You are putting down those burdens. Here's a practical step which I would like us to really put into practice. Write a letter to the person who hurt you. This I've done, this I've tried, and it really works. If not, I wouldn't be sharing this with you. It's a practical example, and a lot has worked for so many. Pour out your feelings, the pain, the anger, the disappointment in that letter you're writing. Express yourself beyond measure. Pour out all the hurts, the pain. Then, at the end of the letter, write, I choose to forgive you. You don't have to send the letter, but doing that alone is a relief mechanism. It's a therapy that you do to release yourself of the burden. This is about releasing that emotional weight that you carry. Have you tried this before? If not, please try it. It has helped me personally and a lot over time in my dealings with individuals or circumstances of this nature. One thing I really want us to also focus is the fact that in as much as we tend to focus on all this forgiveness about others, about ourselves, the thing is also at the same time is that how then do we can see and imbibe this culture of first of all taking the step, the initiative of forgiving ourselves. And that is where we lead us, which leads us to the next segment about forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. Now let's talk about an often overlooked but equally important aspect of forgiveness. Forgiving yourself in the first place. Yes. We are often our own harshest critics. We criticize ourselves. We replay our mistakes repeatedly over and over and over and over again, wishing we had done things differently. But here's the catch. You are human. Everyone makes mistakes. No one is above mistakes. You are allowed to make mistakes. What matters is what you learn from them. That is, those mistakes, the lessons. Apply them, work with them. Self forgiveness isn't about ignoring your mistakes, it's about recognizing that you did the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at that time. And here's an exercise I want to leave with us. Look in the mirror and say, I forgive myself for the mistake I have made. And to be honest, right that mistake which you know you have made. Is that I did not take an instruction and that leads me to my poor decision? Could it be that I have lied in order for me to gain a favor? Then I need to name that mistake. I have lied. I forgive myself for lying. I forgive myself for cheating. I forgive myself for stealing. I forgive myself for backbiting against my friend, my neighbor, my wife, my husband, in my relationship. I have failed. Oh, above it all, I forgive myself for sinning against God, for disobedience. I release this burden and choose to move forward with compassion and growth. I tell you, when we take this initiative and take responsibility, we own up to our mistakes and said, I am sorry. That's something that I've learned about this life. The word I am sorry are things that I have practically put into my cognizance. I would rather quick to say I am sorry than pretend and allow my ego to derail me of such an opportunity. I am sorry, thankful, I need help. These are three categorically facts about my life lessons that I've learned that I'm still working with every day. I am easy to say, I am sorry. And I'm easy to say, thank you if I've received any assistance or any help or any guidance or any advice or any instructions. I'm quick to say, I'm sorry. I'm quick to say, I thank you. And at the same time, I am very quick to say, I need help because I don't believe in the monopoly of knowledge. I don't know everything myself. I rather choose to walk with someone to learn than to be on my own and claim I know all. It's not possible. So these are things that I want to really encourage us. It might feel uncomfortable at the first instance, but keep doing it. Over time, you will start to believe it. That's the reality. And the next, we talked about the freedom on the other side of forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't about letting go, it's about making space. When you release the past, you create room for joy, peace, and new possibilities. Imagine waking up every day without that nagging weight in your heart. Imagine facing the world with a sense of freedom and lightness. That's the power of forgiveness. This reminds me of something that I really want to share with us. There's been a book that I've been working on over years now, almost a decade. That was my first inspiration about book, talking about forgiveness. What forgiveness is. That's the title of the book. And it's still coming. I'm still working on it seriously. And I'm so glad this episode is part of the sneak peek of the book that I'm sharing with us on what forgiveness is. So, forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it does change your future. It gives you a new hope, a new leaf in life, a new starting, a new beginning. It allows you to author, rewrite a new story, one filled with hope, resilience, and growth. As we wrap up today's episode for April, I want to leave you with this. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It's not always easy, and it isn't and doesn't happen overnight. But every step you take towards forgiveness is a step towards freedom. Thank you for joining me on the Ezekiel Danok I podcast. If this episode touched your heart, share it with someone who might need this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring episodes on your journey to self development. Until next time, stay inspired, stay courageous, and remember the power to release the past is with you. This is Zikadanok signing off. Take care, everyone. I love you.